Hey guys, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And it's like, I don't know if you guys watched Assassin's Creed, but it's one of the movies that I've watched a couple of times over and over. And you have to have a creed, guys. If you don't stand for something, then ultimately the world is going to just be a tough place to be in. And once you actually get to that point of working together, believing each other, helping each other, I do believe that we can change this world. And, we are going to the fifth industrial revolution, and that is with AI and automation. And a lot of jobs are going to be taken away. So for me, I do strongly believe that the way forward is for people to start having opportunities that will allow them to earn an income that they can determine. And this is what we're giving, this is the reason why we created it. Now, I'm sure the team has spoken to you guys lots about how we've got automation in the background, we've got API links, and we work with a lot of big companies. We have over a stock over we have over 50,000 SKUs of products, SKUs as in stock keeping units, access to it, and there's a lot that is happening in our space. But really speaking, we can have all the technology, we can have all the automation, we can use all of the AI tools that are available. But what is really missing is people. And that's the reason why we developed the program. The program is developed for the people, for actually IBDs that want to develop something that is bigger and better and looking for opportunities that are going to give them access to as many products. Now, for me, it touched my heart. It does touch my heart to be able to know that there are people out there that are looking for opportunity. And that's because I know that I've been truly blessed in my lifetime to be able to meet the people that I've met, seen and met with different CEOs and different companies that we've worked with, doing deals from small deals to big deals, and developing, owning companies, owning multiple different businesses. And for me, I do believe that the only way to succeed in life, and I live by it, is to learn, and thereafter you find a way to teach it. And every day you learn and you teach, and you learn and you teach, and you repeat it. And that's my motto: learn, teach, repeat. You'll see that on my status. I've been living that life with learn, teach, repeat over the last 10, 15 years. And all I do is learn, teach, repeat, whether it's my team, whether it's people around me, whether it is, I'm very passionate about sport called Kendo. And I do believe that sport is something that one needs to strive for as well, and take on the challenges that you need to take on in your life, so that the universe and that life doesn't give you challenges that you don't expect. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is 10 years ago, I met a very inspirational leader called Dr. DiMartini, and I went through some of his work, and he talks about having balance in 7 areas of your life, then you'll find joy. Because you can have the money, you can have the clothing, the car, and ultimately a lot of people that are extremely rich and wealthy are still not happy. And there's something that's lacking in their life. And that's when you have to find balance. Now, I talk about the 7 areas. Now, it's Dr. DiMartini's work, so I wouldn't take credit for it. It's based on 7 areas of life that you actually find balance in. And it doesn't always have to be equally balanced, by the way. It just has to be you doing something in those different areas, which is SSFFMVP. And I broke it down to an acronym, which I'll share with you guys. SS, which is spiritual, social. FF, which is family, financial. M, it is your motivational, which is what motivates you. V is vocational, and P is physical. So when you find a balance in those 7 areas, you will find joy in your life. And there's different levels of joy, obviously. And ultimately we all want to be happy people, right? But happiness is all about being in a state of being present. Whether it is you are working on a deal, whether it's you are dealing with, or having a family meal, it's about being present at that moment in time, and you will be happy at that moment in time. And then, yes, the universe will come in and give you challenges. I think everybody's facing it. We see how the Americans are treating the rest of the world. We're being challenged with multiple things that we've got to deal with on a daily basis. We see how every day South Africa deals with multiple things. The latest one is the VAT increase. It's going to affect pricing. And so for me, I've chosen physical challenges. So kendo is my sport that I do on a weekly basis. And it is where I actually challenge my physical being with that. I challenge myself with vocational stuff, which is work and dealing with people, and mental, which is motivational, and mental, which is keeping my mindset right. So M could be mindset, it could be motivational, it could be mental, which is studying. And I constantly read books and listen to audio books as well, and listen to motivational stuff, and to keep my mindset strong, because they can take away your physical being, your health, they can take away your money, but they can't take away your mindset. Your mindset is based on what you think at any given moment. Control your thoughts, and if you control your thoughts, you will actually get what the result that you desire. Now, I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard of mind movies, and that is the latest. I'm sure you all would have heard of The Secret, and The Secret was based on a book that was written out in 2007, 2008, around about there, and it was giving people secrets as to creating stuff through vision boards and writing stuff down and putting something on a vision board to create it, And I also read the book, and I was like, wow, this is what happens in life. This is how your mind creates, and you place it there and you look at it every single day, and it'll come right. Yes, we all try that, but you can look at it till the cows come home. It's not going to come right. And the reason why that Mercedes or that Porsche or that Ferrari is not coming in your space is because there's a couple of fundamentals that you got to work on, and creating a mind movie is one of them. And motivating yourself every day, you need to create mind movies as to what's going to happen, how it makes you feel, how it smells. You got to create that environment of going in and sitting in a Ferrari and seeing and feeling it, breathing the air inside it and smelling that leather, and just starting it up and listening to the sound of that Ferrari to hear what it sounds like. And obviously you'll notice that I'm a Ferrari fan, sounds like and what it makes you feel like. And that's how you create stuff in your life, based on creating that feeling, creating that smell, that feel, that touch. And ultimately, this is where we are going with corporate mall as well. Now, the future has got a lot ahead of us. My vision is very big for corporate mall. Some of my team knows where I'm going with this, where in the future, it will be about being able, in a digital platform, making people feel, touch, and see items just by having devices, whether it's something that you're holding or whether it's something that you're seeing visually with those VR glasses, and you'll be able to imagine that item in front of you, and that will then convince you to purchase that item. And that's the future of online shopping. And we want to do that in the procurement space, which is corporates, because corporates are the first to make big purchases online, because they have credible sources. They're not going to just buy something from people 2 million miles across the world, not knowing whether they're going to receive that item. But if there's a system that is trusted, you will actually be able to make that purchase online, whether it's somewhere in South Africa, whether it's somewhere in Japan, or whether it's somewhere in the USA. being able to know and feel and touch and see something that is in front of you, but through a digital platform. That's what we envision for Corporate Mall. I'm not going to share too much about that. It's a lot of IP that I am choosing to keep very close to my chest right now, but it's something that we are working on for the future plans. So there's a lot of opportunities going forward. I do believe right now, if you choose to really become the next best IBD, there will be opportunities and doors that will open for you. And that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to really excel. And then we can start working directly with those people that are going to really make a difference. And that's something that we're looking forward to, seeing people really bringing in those leads. Now, the IBDs are supposed to work with the LEAD20 program, similar to how you would find a funnel. Now, you never know what deal is going to come your way. So the idea is to throw as much into that funnel every single day. And the more you throw into that funnel, something will come out at the end. And that will be a sale or an order. And then you will get your commission based on that, right? And we've explained, I'm sure the team has explained the program to you. We are giving away a huge percentage of our profits, which is approximately 20%. And that is based on the numbers game, because I believe that everything is about numbers. If you can get the numbers right, can you imagine 1 to 9 without ever having a 0? That is extremely limiting, because it will be numbers 1 to 9. And if you join a 0 to the end of it, it becomes exponential. It becomes 10x. It becomes 20x. It becomes 100x. It becomes 10,000x. And that's what we're looking for, where people are doing it, doing the inquiries on a daily basis. We're churning out those quotes, because quotes are the most important part of the business. And then from a quote, you can get an order. And keeping things professional is very key.